All right, so it's also getting to be around 9 o'clock, and I want to try to close the book on the tutorial end of things. So I know I'm a little bit ahead of each of you, but I think it's best to cover this at least tonight and then allow you to keep working. But the solution that I came up with to be efficient was to actually go into my model and remove all of my references to my curves that I basically started with, okay? And what I decided to do was basically just set up multiple types of panelization strategies, right? So I did it by twos, and so I just made 5 different sets, and they just go in iterations of 2 panels each. So this one is a 2-panel configuration, and if you right-click and change the name up there, that's how you change what it says on screen. But I'm just going to go through the process of anything that I think is going to be a 2-panel. I'll manage that collection, and I'll collect all of the 2-panel configurations as one. And of course, you're going to have to modify some of these a little bit later, which can get a little dicey, but this is going to be my process going through it. Whoops, not that. Let's turn off the green layer so I can see what I'm doing. So my process is just going to look a little bit like this. Anything that I think is going to be a 2-panel subdivision, I'm just going to go through and panelize those this way. So I'll set multiple curves, and I'm thinking that this is going to be a 2-panel curve. That is probably going to be a 2-panel, 2-panel, 2-panel. This will probably be a 2. And yeah, so simply put, I mean, I'm just going to go through and capture everything that I think is going to be fitting for a 2-panel subdivision. Probably this one and this one, not that one. That will probably need a 3. Those will probably be 3 panels. I think that's probably going to cover it for all the 2-panel subdivisions. Maybe this one as well. This curve is a little weird, but yeah. Okay, they all get loaded. Then anything that's going to be a 4-panel, so not set 1, sorry. Set multiple. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be a 4-panel. I'm going to have to do that one later. But probably all of these. And you'll notice that these are actually curves. So what I did was I selected everything that was on my rails and stairs layer, and I did extract wireframe on everything. So there are some pretty redundant curve elements in my model as well. But yeah, so I just go through the process like this and make sure everything that's going to be approximately that is going to be appropriate. Yes?
I have a question. So
sure.
Extract wire, so like the difference between like dupe border and extract wire, is it that dupe border is like connected?
Border?
Oh.
What's border? Sorry?
Dupe border, like duplicate border?
I've not used that command.
Oh.
Okay, it's like select those extracting wireframes, like select curves. So like if you want to like just get like a certain curve of a polygon from the point, you can select those curves individually.
Yeah.
Dupe border is like an individual extract wireframe.
Oh. Cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a new one to me. I've just not come across it.
Oh.
You win. But no extra credit.
For whom? For whom?
For either one of you.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. You guys are fantastic, but I don't do extra credit. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video while I kind of finish some of this up, and then I'll just, actually I'll just stop this video, and the last thing that I want to do in a few minutes when it's ready is I'm just going to show you the bake process, assigning some materials, and then we'll do just a draft render before we talk about, lighting or anything like that. Any questions? Okay.